I want to make sure you're getting a good value for this course, and I want to give you some bonus content, 5 things I would tell parents about soccer tryouts. I coach high school soccer, and of course we have tryouts for varsity. And I also serve as an evaluator for some of the local travel teams in my area. And so these are some of the things I'm looking for my team and for other coaches' teams when I'm going to tryouts. And it kind of ties into what we talked about with the player equipment. So first of all, I want you to know that as an evaluator or at a tryout, I'm mostly watching your child's feet. Make sure your child's socks stand out. That will do wonders for helping them get noticed. Have them wear one yellow sock and one red sock. Wear tie-dye socks. Do something crazy with their socks. It's difficult when you're standing with the other evaluators and somebody says, hey, you know, the blonde girl looks great today. She's got a lot of good skills. And you're like, well, there's 12 blonde girls out there, coach. Which one are you talking about? You know. But if you can say, hey, the one with tie-dye socks just made a great shot on goal or just made a great pass, you know, that really helps to identify them. So it's much easier for coaches to try to evaluators to distinguish players by their socks. So that's my first tip. Also, don't wear the expensive new cleats. When you take those right out of the box and you send your player to tryouts with those new cleats on, it always ends in blisters. Always. Have them wear the old broken in cleats. Even if you got to duct tape the end together, I'm not going to be impressed by how much money you spent on the cleats. I want to see them play. The player is going to be more comfortable and have better ball control with their old worn in cleats. If your player is on the sideline nursing blisters, I can't evaluate them if they don't actually play. So tryouts not the place for new cleats. Don't limit the position your child plays. Don't let them limit themselves, and don't encourage them to be limited. Most travel teams need players that can play several positions. I know at the varsity level in high school, we definitely need players that can play several positions. If a player can only play forward, then that's what I will evaluate them on. I will evaluate them solely as a forward. The more positions a player can play, the more likely they are to make the team. And lastly, goalkeepers are rare, particularly backup goalkeepers. Most teams are going to have one really good starting goalkeeper, but what happens if that player can't be there, or they're sick, or they're injured? We need a backup goalkeeper. A player that can play backup goalkeeper and center midfielder, gold. They don't even have to kick the ball. If they can play those two positions reasonably well, they're automatically on my team. Attitude always counts more than skill. Just to be straight up honest, I want players that are coachable and get along with others. We need to all be one family, and I don't want to deal with drama, and I don't want to deal with prima donnas. If your player is really great, but they're giving me attitude, I'm probably going to pass, even if they're the best player out there. So it's definitely a no drama environment. There's a couple of positions you won't find on the field. I want to fill some roles on my team, and I'm looking for players that fit the right mold. I need a Rudy. Have you ever seen the movie Rudy? I need a player who is maybe not the most skilled, but who at the end of the season will have gone from being maybe not the most skilled to being a lot more skilled than they were. Every team needs that encouragement. They need somebody that's going to hustle and is going to get by on effort, not talent. Another role we need to fill is what I call the class clown. Sometimes we're going to be very serious in practice. I'm going to be coming down hard on people to try to get a particular strategy in for next week's big game against the rivals, whatever. We need somebody that can ease the tension, right? We need a class clown. It seems counterintuitive, but yes, you need somebody that can kind of ease that tension off. Somebody that's got an easy smile and is quick with a joke. And we need a rock star. We need somebody that is really talented and is maybe a little bit of a prima donna. I know I just said in the last slide I don't want full-on drama. I don't want full-on queen bee prima donnas. But, you know, somebody that's got a little rock star edge, they bring a little something you need, a little flavor, a little Tabasco sauce to the team. We need a little bit of that just to give the whole gumbo of soccer team that I'm making here a little flavor. And most importantly, I need a couple team captains. I need a couple of people that are real leaders. I need a Mike Eruzione if you're old enough to know who Mike Eruzione is. If not, look up the 1980 hockey team and you'll find out who Eruzione is. Maybe not the best player, maybe not the guy that's going to score 12, 15 goals in a season, but somebody that other players will follow that I can use to help lead the team in the direction I want to go. So there's some 5 quick tips on tryouts and a little insight into what at least this coach's mind is doing. So thank you for watching.